I was gonna shit make this. You know what? Make me some coffee. Bring out the coffee machine. Uh, morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. On something new today. Yeah. Trying, trying something new today since I'm not driving, so I can help out with the foolishness, but we ain't gonna get um many trolls. But I just wanted to try something different today since I'm sitting here. Uh, how many hours is this my God that I've been sitting here? 42 hours. I need something. You know what I mean? Um, to start my coffee. See how much it fucking is. Uh, got enough diesel, so we all right. I did vertical on my pop up yesterday too, Mike. Um, don't worry about the storm that's dwindling down. Um, I'm kind of happy. I missed it. I'll be honest with you. I'm I'm ecstatically happy I missed it. Um, I'm about ready to go, but I know the rest of the United States ain't ready for me. So, you know what I mean? Audio switch. I don't have nothing on. I don't have nothing on. Let's see here. The stuff we go through. Nope. Testing 1 2 1 2 3. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm brewing the coffee. Then I'll turn. I'm brewing the coffee that messes with the battery. I know it sounds stupid, and then I'll turn the engine off. That's the best thing. It'll be done. It'll be done in a second. Yeah, see, but that shows you these trucks are loud. Now, God forbid if I was like an old school Peterbilt, long nose Pete, with them pipes, them things are loud. I don't know. I don't have the Bluetooth on. And on this one you can't do much. This one you can't do much. It's brewing right now. We'll give it a second. We'll see. The crap. See, Mike. It don't matter what we do. Vertical, horizontal, polka dot. Something always happens. Something always happens. And I ain't even press a button. Now, can you imagine me getting over here pressing buttons? I can't use it. I used to use, the earpiece, but you telling me it's worse. You can't hear me. I can. I know it sucks. I have a portable mic, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I gotta figure something out. I got portable mic that I could put on my lapel, but I'd have to take this bass off. I'm gonna try it. We'll try it one morning. I think we'll try it one morning. I don't know. Okay, let's see. All right, turned it off. Let's see. Let me know if you hear anything. If you hear anything different. Tested 1, 2, 3. Tested 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Now, but that's gonna suck when I'm driving. That's it's gonna suck when I'm driving because you gotta hear the engine. I'm gonna try we gotta try it one morning. The the wireless mic, and if I gotta take the bass off or whatever, gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? I need to find it like an extension or something. Um, the the foolishness that we go through is unparalleled. Um, this is going to be like a combination of two subjects. Um, the first one, I wanted to talk about because I had seen this I seen this, but it makes it funny. It makes it fun. I don't want to. I don't want to get up and do this, even though it's just you and me. It's been just you and me for forever, and I don't want to just do this and go. I don't want to do this. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to do this. Just blah blah. This bullshit. I don't want to do this. I want to do this and it be funny and have fun. And we're not doing it on purpose. It just happens like that. Yeah. Because I don't know what the F I'm doing. It just freaking happens like that. And that's what makes me laugh so much. Is that we're not doing it on purpose. That's what makes it funny. That we're not doing it on purpose. You know what I mean? Be right back. I'm just throwing some creamer in the coffee. Got too much in here. It's gonna spill. Okay. I was going to just talk about, how I deal with how I dealt with my depression. I know I had it. And I am not clinically, I am not a psychiatrist, a sociologist, whatever the heck you call them. I'm not a professional, so don't listen, whatever. Don't quote me on nothing. At first, I was going to talk about, some of the things that I figured out that helps me mentally to get out of that black fog that just was following me for the last like literally most of my adult freaking life. And and it's just so funny. I noticed it each year. It dissipated more and more. Each year I didn't feel that fog. It was lighter and lighter. Each year it got better. And I noticed lately that it was completely gone. And I I woke up in the middle of a live and realized, let's see. Exactly. Thank you, Mike. I realized, I think it was a few weeks back that it was gone completely. And I was wondering, I said, why am I not mad anymore? Why am I not yelling and screaming? I mean, I was notorious in the beginning of freaking. I still do, but I was notorious for freaking out. We even had videos of that. And I thought it was funny. Hold on. But I realized the practices that I did daily helped me to become a better person. So that was the first conversation I wanted to, talk about. You know what I mean? The second one, I just happened to look on Facebook. And this guy, I guess he's from either my class or a class below me. And he said in a conversation, he was having a mock conversation. And in the conversation, it was the guy was saying, you need to do this, and this for me to be with you. And then he went to another conversation in other words, that conversation he was having with a woman. You need to do this, and this for me to be with you. And then in the other conversation, he said, hey, Jakes. And in the other conversation, he said, he was it. You could see that it was coming from a woman that she was talking to a man, and the man said, okay, I understand, I need to change this, this, and this. I'll start working on it. And a person in the comments came up and said, who hurt you? Because it looks like you were hurt before. Who hurt you? I should have wrote it down. I'm using who hurt you, but it said something else. Oh, you were jaded or something. It sounds like you were jaded. In other words, we're trying to have a conversation between a man and a woman, and every woman goes back to the universal playbook of humiliate the man, don't listen to his feelings, make him feel like shit, redirect, and not be accountable for your actions. And the guy came back, he says, funny, this has nothing to do with me. I was just reposting something that a woman said. And everybody just started busting out laughing. And because it was a setup. And I was going to I typed a response, but I deleted it because I'm talking about following a good stage, and I don't want no drama. So I deleted it. But when he said, who hurt you? I could go back to me. A whole bunch of people hurt me. But I was never taught how to deal with being hurt. Well, you're a grown-ass man. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man with the mentality of a child when it comes to certain feelings. I was never taught how to take it, how to deal with it, how to understand it, how to accept it, how to figure it out. No one taught me. My father didn't tell me shit. My brothers didn't give a fuck. Society says, men, swallow it. And then you swallow it so deep till your veins in your head bulge out, until your head's gonna fucking explode. Tell me I'm wrong. Jegs, you old school. Tell me I'm wrong. The only time you're allowed to tear up or cry is at a funeral. Don't you know tears are a relief valve for your body, for your feelings? And you wonder why men, we die so early. We have so many mental problems because it's either swallow everything or mama's boy. There's no in between. There's no in the middle. Let me know if I'm wrong. No, we could agree to disagree. Let me know if I'm wrong. There's no in between for any men. Be a real man. What is a real man? Do you guys know one of my relief valves every morning? Every morning. I promise you, every morning. I find one or two or three songs, because I heard one person say, don't listen to sad songs, especially if you're depressed or if you're sad. Don't listen to sad songs. It will tear your insides out. And that's what I used to do. But now I have a different, and this is just me. When I start my day and I'm driving, I have a set of like 3 or 4 songs that I listen to. And I'm telling you, I go worldwide. It goes from rap to country to rock and roll to, it was even classical at one time. It gives me a certain feeling of being secure in myself. Now I listen to it. The last guy's last name is Hotei. He's Japanese. He wrote the theme song to Kill Bill. That the theme song. And I get into it. I don't know what the hell he's saying, and it's concert music, and they're having a good time. And it just makes me feel so happy that even sometimes tears come out, and I get whatever is bothering me, whatever is coming out of me, whatever is going, it gets out in that moment so I can start my day. I do that. Good morning, Mr. Terry. I do that so I can start my day. Some days I miss it, but that's okay. I can start my day. We don't have relief valves because no one teaches us a relief valve. Do you guys know? Tell me if I'm wrong. Working in your garden is your relief valve. Mr. Terry, going to church, praising God, that's your relief valve. Me, mowing that lawn and doing that yard work and looking, even though my lawn is patchy, I know it's coming. It's coming. But that's my relief valve. We have to teach our younger men, you need a relief valve. Lots of times our relief valve becomes the one thing that's going to cause our destruction. Violence, drugs, alcohol, womenizing, just overspending, you know, selling drugs. It's gonna become our destruction. Well, he just being a man. No, you weren't taught right. You wasn't taught right. And this is just my opinion, okay? Even for the trolls. Thank you for the trolls. You just weren't taught right. Because no one knew how to teach you. Everybody has to be taught. Everybody needs to figure out in a different way how to relieve your personal pain. I grew up watching my mother and father fight. My father cheated on my mother and had a child out of wedlock, my younger brother. There's 9 of us, for Pete's sake. I was a part of, as younger, we were part of a effed up Brady Bunch family, merged family. So I heard from one side, my father's kids, that my mother's effed up, we're effed up. From my father's side, y'all are effed up. Don't want to be, but y'all ain't stuck. And all I wanted was to have a brother and sister. But it messed me up so much in the head. I could not find my relief valve. I didn't know where it was. I started drinking. I started doing this. I started doing that. It still didn't help. It still didn't stop the pain. Watching, and I was looking, and I learned that one thing might have ignited my empath abilities was always there was some drama in my house all the time. So I became hypersensitive. I became hypersensitive to walking in the door. I became hypersensitive from walking into my front door. And it ate me up alive, guys. Mr. Terry, I even turned to the church. But my pastor wound up being effed up. Used me for I didn't have no money, but was always borrowing money from me. You know, that's sad. I didn't have no money, but was always borrowing money from me. But the thing is, it's funny. God always has a plan. You just don't know it. You're going through it. When they say, if you notice in the scriptures, it says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Why wouldn't it be, yea, though I run like hell through the valley of the shadow of death? There's a reason why he says, yea, though I walk. Because I have to go through all of that bullshit in the shadow of death to get to the mountainside. Because a valley, if you look, a valley, what's a valley? There's a mountain on both sides. I got to get to the end of this valley to start climbing up to normal life, to normal situations, to normal paths in life, to normal things on how to deal with my frustration, how to deal with my pain, how to deal with my loneliness, how to deal with my pissed off life situation, how to understand that there's something better on that side of the valley. Because I have to walk through it. I have to be a part of this, so I will stay humble once I get on the other side of the valley. So when I start to climb the mountainside, I don't think that my shit stinks anymore. And I don't need to be reminded, because I know I ain't shit. I know I wasn't shit, and I know I won't be shit, because God got me covered. And I'm cleansed by the blood of Jesus. Hello, somebody. I know y'all didn't want to hear Sunday sermon, but I'm cleansed by the blood of black Jesus at that. But I'm cleansed by the blood of Jesus, so I become somebody, and I can be somebody, and I can be happy with the simple stuff. I'm broke as get out, but I'm going on another cruise. Do you get what I'm saying? That's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever needed. I found, and we talk about it all the time, that's why it's Can't Stop Walking, but Love More England Cruising. Once I got out of the valley, I found my wife. My second wife, because the first one was screwed up. I found my wife. But I was allowed, because everybody, well, you need to find yourself. I knew I was never going to find myself by myself. I kept on looking, kept on looking, kept on looking. But when I gave up, I said, Lord, fuck it. I'm just going to be alone. He said, it's about time. It's about time. I got somebody for you. Just right. Ain't going to put up with your bullshit. And you ain't going to put up with that. But I felt it. You got to learn. And that's when I figured out. I got to learn how to deal with life. And that was the journey. That's what you guys have done me. Oh my God. Everybody look, I'm going to get rich on YouTube. Nah, it ain't about getting rich. I thank you for letting me voice my opinion. If you one of them people that need to come up and just let it out, hey, let me know. I'll put you on there. You can let it out. Because we're not giving men are not given a safe place to say, hey, I hurt. Hey, I'm lonely. Hey, I want somebody to give a fuck about me. Hey, I want somebody to just say, hey, good job. I realized that. I remember one time I did all this yard work, and I mean, this was years ago. I did all this yard work, and the wife said something to me, and I went off on her. I said, do you know how much work I did? My feet are swollen. And all you can do is come out here and complain? I don't remember what year that was. It was a long time ago. I was doing this because and I literally said, I'm doing this because I want you to say you're proud of me. I remember that, and that hurt. But I realized I was looking in the wrong spot and for the wrong things. I was looking to say, hey, I'm proud of, hey, Darren, can't stop. I'm proud of you. You did a good job. Now, I look and say, hey, way to go, bro. Way to go. Way to go. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, there's different seasons in life. When you recognize them, brother, when you recognize the season has changed from winter to fall to spring to summer, when you recognize your spiritual season has changed, when you recognize that your life has changed, you will understand the difference. I understand the difference now. I still have a long way to go and a short time to get there. I do. I understand it. But it doesn't hurt. I actually put on the right shield. It actually started growing. It actually started being pressed into place to cover me. I remember when I first started on YouTube. Oh my God. The troll said this. I know that's not religious, but hey, I'm telling you as a man, F you. F you and the horse you're behind roll in on. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. No, I'm good. Because guess what? Even if you want to be a troll, hey, look, it's all good, bro. I'm still good. Thank you. Because I could use you up there on the viewing part of it. But that's all right. But see, the thing is, we have to figure out, and I got a long way to go, but I'm starting to figure out stuff that I like to do. Like right now, I'm looking at those little trays. I'm looking at those little trays that you connect to a USB. I got a USB right here to connect that will light my trays up and put plant seeds in there. And I'm gonna get the that box of seeds, and I'm gonna start with the beets. I'm gonna start with the beets and something else simple. And I'm gonna grow them. I'm gonna grow them right the heck there while I'm driving, so I can look at them and water them and talk to them. Because that's what I used to do. You have to find what brings you personal peace. I'm in this truck. You see, I'm sitting in the at the steering wheel, driving and trying to stay straight and all of that. I should be stressed out right now. I've been sitting for 40 hours. I'm not. I know I have a tax check coming. Ain't a whole lot, but it's enough to cover. So my heart ain't going, okay, what do I do now? I barely, if I can roll today or tomorrow and get 300-mile load in, I'll be, above the bare minimum of what I need to make. But that's okay. That's okay. Do you see what I'm saying? I got $10 in the bank. But that's okay. See, I'm telling you, this is the level when I first started YouTube, I was so far down here. Right now, I'm right about here. I want to be up there. You know what I mean? It's my mental stability, my mental state, my mental everything. I'm just saying what a lot of y'all won't say. Because you're considered, oh, you being a bitch ass ninja or this or that, or you're a punk, or you say, and when we let these women make up new stuff, you sassy. What the fuck is sassy? What the heck is that? I remember, and I'm just gonna tell you what type of person I am. And I did nothing wrong, but my first wife thought she could she could come at me with this dull ass butcher knife that I own. It was my knife. And she was coming down the stairs, and I said, "You're gonna come at me with a knife because we're having a disagreement." And I looked at her, and that's when when something in me snapped. And I said, if you come any further, but guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. If you come any further, I'm going to take that knife from you. I'm going to break your daggone arm. Just for trying to do what you're trying to do to me. Then after that, I said, I'm getting out of here before I do something that I will regret. And I packed my bags and left. I packed my bags and left. I lived such a horrific, my first marriage, oh man. And most of that, 20 years of that was sober. Jesus. 20 years of that was sober, bro. We go through such quiet pain. What is it? We go through such quiet pain that nobody knows that you're going through the pain until you snap or something happens. And why did he say anything? Because that's how we were taught. That's how we were taught. Just man up, take it, be quiet, don't say nothing. And then you wonder why men make stupid decisions. That stuff hurts. When somebody says, who hurt you? I say, a whole lot of motherfuckers. A whole lot of people hurt me. But I'm with someone who doesn't hurt me. In the beginning she did. But I learned through TikTok and YouTube and all these other, I learned establish boundaries. I remember I said, hey, don't talk to me like that. I don't know who taught you that that was okay, but that is not okay. If I'm not talking to you like that, do not talk to me like that. Well, that's not fair. Life ain't fair. Do not talk to me like that. I will not take that abuse anymore. Do not talk to me like that. And because that's only fair. Women excuse the fact that when we are quiet, that we're bitch. And no, I don't want the drama. That when we take it, they keep on, and then we're more and more miserable, and more quiet, and more this, and more that. Do not talk to me like that. I remember that. You know how much that took out of me to say that? Do not talk to me like that. And back to the other subject of dealing with your emotions. You don't realize that positive affirmations, I am this, I am powerful, I am wonderful, I am blessed, I am better than I was the day before. Positive affirmations move you to a higher level of existence. Being positive and trying your best to stay positive builds something in you. It's not going to work. It's not going to work overnight. Let me start my truck up because I had this light on. I don't want to mess with the battery. Sorry, it's going to be a little loud for a minute. Oh no, the battery's fine. Let's leave that on. It's not going to work overnight. But if you keep on being positive, if you keep on talking to yourself, that you be worried if yourself answers back, but keep on being positive, talking to yourself. This is possible. I am possible. I am. And you can add God to it, but some of this stuff you got to do yourself. Be positive. Find something good in everything. I got $10 in the bank. I ain't broke. My bills are paid. Positive. My bills are paid. My dumb ass years ago, I wouldn't pay the bills because I wanted to have some money in my pocket. Nobody told me pay your bills. It helps your credit, stupid. You see what I'm saying? Pay your bills. The world is changing. Is it for the good? I don't think so. But Betty, let me go back a little bit. If you're in this depressive state, if you know you got some form of depression, stop hit the temporary stop button for helping others. Because people will come to you and but they don't ask you, are you okay? Stop, say, look, no, Can we talk about something else? Nothing personal, but I can't help you with that right now. My wife does it, and she'll tell me something negative. I have the babe. Let's change the subject, please. I'm taking, look, change the subject, please. Because because being an empath, I start feeling it. You're affecting my mood. Change the subject, please. Well, why don't you watch this movie? Because I can't watch that movie. I gotta be in the right frame of mind to watch. I don't want to watch that. I start feeling what damages me. You got to see what damages you and draw the line. Hey, not today, Blair. No, I'm good. At work, you got people that will come. The hell? Somebody's walking in front of you. You got people that will come and complain. Fellow co-workers will be at the job. You don't want to be at your job. It could be complaining to you. Hey, can you go over there with that? Nothing personal, bro. I need to focus. That positive emotions, that positive whatever, that positive, how are you? I'm fine. And then, are you ready to, when you say, how are you doing? Are you ready to listen to the rest? Because some people are waiting for an opening. Oh, but so-and-so. No, so just say good morning and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Exactly. Some of us are in I'm not saying you guys, but some of us are in relationships that their partner only thinks that love is fighting, arguing, and complaining. Guess what? You're in the wrong relationship. If your relationship is fighting, arguing, and complaining, and some people actually think that's love. You don't want to fight for me. I shouldn't have to fight for you. You should want to be with me. I don't know how I got blessed with it. My wife thinks I'm a 10. I'm a strong 5 or 4. And I'm not being negative. I'm just telling you the truth. But she thinks I'm a 10. As long as she thinks I'm good. But we have our own giggles. We have our own laughs. We have our own, how you doing? I'm fine, how are you doing? We go back and forth with the, how are you doing? And see, when you're learning about having the proper relationship, when you start thinking about other people in your relationship, every once in a while, say thank you for being there for me when nobody else was. I'm actually going to say it this morning. Thank you for being there. And you don't know. They're listening. They're listening. They're listening. This right here, see how it's dark back there? Years of me driving by myself, I lived in that darkness back there. See where I'm sitting at right now? I'm in the light. Hello. Hello. Look at the metaphor, whatever that big word is. Look at the metaphor. I'm sitting in the light. I ain't making no money off of this, but guess what? Y'all are helping me feel better by me getting all of that bull crap out. That's what I'm gonna. Yeah. You say, yeah, God loves you, but you're cussing, cause I'm a human being. Thank you for listening to my bullshit. You know. Thank you for hearing me out. I did the live. Said, hey, are you guys okay? Because I'm okay. I've been sitting in Florida, bored out of my gourd. But I'm happy bored. I'm alive. I was watching these videos. You in an ice storm and you flying. And then had the nerve to try to stop. Who taught you this crap? Going off the I was watching these trucks just smashing all over the place, flipping and everything. And I got to Florida with I ain't gonna tell you, but it was a very expensive load. I'm like, nah, I'm not getting caught out here with this mess behind me. You know it's expensive when they make you get out your truck and you got to count the stuff going in the truck. I had to count it. I'm like, I ain't happy with this. Well, something missing, they gonna blame me. Nah, player. We ain't happy with that. But see, this is what, and then you got people doing videos. Well, it didn't snow. It didn't come. Look. It didn't. Well, thank you, G. How about you say thank you didn't show up? The weatherman's giving a forecast. Forecast don't mean it's exact, stupid. You don't want what they were saying was coming. Hey, good morning. Good morning. You don't want what they're saying is coming. Wellness, I'm gonna start practicing that, because I say in one of your videos, you said, welcome to life with me, and you finally said the right pronunciation. I gotta practice that so I can start saying your name right. I'm just saying. But see, when you find the goodness in something, YouTube, even though we are talking digitally, you guys, I consider you guys as my digital friends. I say, hey, good morning. Hey, good morning, Wellness. Hey, good morning, Mike. Hey, good morning, Jace. How y'all doing? Hey, good morning, Associate Minister. Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? How you and them? That helps internally to let me know I am not alone. Sometimes you don't know that someone is in this chat saying and thinking that they're alone, and I'm telling you, you are not alone. Someone is there. Someone is there. And you don't know what you do for people. You don't know. I remember, hold on, let's check the time. Oh, yeah, okay, we're good. I don't know why. All that yelling and screaming gets something up in there, You don't know. There was a miscommunication. I tell this story all the time. And my wife accused me of cheating on YouTube. And I am saying, why would I cheat on you when you're the best thing that ever happened to me? And I was heartbroken. I was going to kill the channel. Y'all would have never saw me again. And Mike sent me an email and said, hey, what haven't I explained? He said, nah, man, keep on going. And literally, he had to let me know this is for you. This is for you. This is going to help. This is going to help you. And man, I've never been so thankful that I got that advice, because I needed that. I needed the push to say, hey, this is me. I'm not doing nothing wrong. You can accuse me of whatever, but I know I'm doing right and being respectful. I got my wife's picture plastered all over my page. What the hell? And I say stuff. I'm thankful. I mean that. My feelings are very important to me. It might not be to you. It might not be to the trolls. It might not be to the people, the haters, but it is important to me. And I will defend it to the hilt. I'm allowed to be mad. I'm allowed to be sad. I'm allowed to be happy. I'm allowed to be discouraged. I'm allowed to be frustrated. But now I need to learn how to deal with it. You need to learn how to deal with it accordingly. Talk it out. Talk it out. Don't be frustrated. And if you're frustrated, let it go. Don't be like me. Hold grudges since kindergarten. Come to the head of the class. Hold grudges since kindergarten. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Hold grudges till kindergarten. Since kindergarten. Don't accept these new definitions of who you really are. I remember I had an ex. When I finally went off on her, a real man do this, real man do that, real man do this and that. I said, who the F told you that bull crap? Who the F told you that? You don't know what a real man is because you don't have a set of nuts. I'm sorry for all this definition of, yeah, I'm going to be burnt. A real man got nuts. A real man got, you know what? You know what I'm saying? A real man got a pair of nuts. A real woman has everybody else. That's what you want to be. That's your decision. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But don't force it on me. Sorry. That's your decision. You're a human being. You have rights too. That's on you. I'm not here to dispute that. But don't come and say a real man and this and and you don't have a pair of nuts. No, sorry. We are the protectors, bro, but sometimes we need to be protected too by the right woman. Sometimes we need to be protected by the right woman will protect us, especially when we ain't around. Say, hey, don't say that about my husband. Don't say that about my man. Y'all don't know what he do for me. You feel me? Y'all don't know what he do for me. You see what I'm saying? The right woman, she be like, hey, they be in the store. This is protection too. I've been looking at them stank ass drawers he got. Let me get him some more underwear. Let me get him some socks. He been wearing that busted up, even though you know that's your favorite shirt. Let me get him another shirt. Maybe he will wear that one, even though he know, or that hat, or or whatever. Let me at least wash it. Hey, don't wash it. That's bad luck. But she know. You see what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, buddy? But she know. That's what changed me, was the right woman in my life. That's what I told my wife. I had to go through what I talked about earlier. I had to go through the valley so I could be humble enough to be with you. When I realized that, I don't look back at the past pain as such. I look at it as that was my proving ground to say, be thankful to the woman that I'm with now. There's proving ground to say, hey, don't talk to me like that. Hey, it's proven that I don't talk to you like that, or if I do, and you tell me, babe, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean it. And you just gotta know, hey, there's certain things you just don't say because you can't coming back from it. That one thing, that's it. You got man up and know that. Thank God to my boy Charles. I'm gonna say this. Oh hell no! Don't say that. Don't. Oh no. That's what you need. That one good friend that's gonna tell you the truth. Don't do that, stupid. You said positive. I'm being positive. I'm saying, hey, stupid, don't do that. You know what I mean? You need that. We need that. There's a joke, especially it's on the, why don't men say, and he says, look, I need to take in what you're saying. I need to analyze it and see if this is a setup or such and such. I'll say it. My wife will ask me something, she said, no, I'm not answering that. And she said, why? Because that's a setup. That's a no-win situation, no matter what I say. Nah. Well, don't go there. I'm not answering that. You know what I mean? It took years for me to figure that one out. I'll just say it. That's a setup. But I'll tell you the truth. No, I'm not even, because something might happen. I'm not even gonna bring that one up. I'll leave that one alone. But it's the truth. It's a slippery slope when you're talking about men's feelings, but they need to be spoken of. We need to learn how to deal with it. We need to it's a slippery slope because Men are starting to understand. I don't want to have a coronary. I don't want to grow up. I don't want to be miserable all my life. I got to protect me. Yeah, it is. Everything is unwinnable, but you can come close to a common ground. You can at least come close to a common ground. I'll say that. I'm not gonna talk shit because my wife does watch my videos. Hey, Urban, what's going on? Um, how's the weather in Canada? How you doing? Yeah, you used to freaking blizzards and whatnot. Um, it's just raining here. It's 60 degrees. But I'm about 30 miles west of Jacksonville. No, about 40 or 50 miles west of Jacksonville right now. Um, I'm hoping I'm gonna get something out today, but I doubt it. It's probably gonna be Tuesday, but it is what it is. It is what it is. um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Let's see what you say. um, understanding and dealing with my feelings has been one heck of a journey. It's been one heck. When I say one heck of a journey, understanding and dealing with. I have certain things that I'll look. I'm not gonna go there. And I've learned if I go there, this things are gonna happen. I've learned to be at peace with that. Learn to be at peace with your feelings. Start dealing with some of them if you can. Don't bury them so deep that it's just going to give you high blood pressure and make you sick. If you want to be around longer, start dealing with them. I'm gonna find this guy and put a link somewhere in one of my lives. He's on TikTok, but he breaks it down. He breaks it down so simple and so awesome that you can accept it and just talk to yourself and say, hey, I'm not in survival mode anymore. I'm protected. I'm loved. I'm appreciated. That is just a remnant of what happened to me. It's not what's happening now. So you can remove certain feelings, certain thoughts out of a reoccurring circle of drama in your head. Exactly. Love yourself. And I used to be the one that says, how do I love myself? I don't know how. It's been a while, but I finally found out how to love myself, and I appreciate myself. And I don't beat myself up. We beat ourselves up more than anybody else could do. I don't beat myself up anymore. I praise myself and I thank myself for surviving all of this. And I tell myself, you are not in survival mode anymore. It's time to live mode. All right, guys. We're coming to the end. Coming up next, wellness is going to take the stage. Positive affirmations and fashion sense. After that, cruising is fun anytime. is going to take the stage, go live together at 9 o'clock. And as always, the GOAT, Miss T with the T, is going to take on after that. You guys have a blessed day. Enjoy your week. Hopefully it warms the heck up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it warms up. Thank you, and always know, if you don't think nobody loves you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I love you, and I know God loves you. Whatever God that you worship. Y'all have a blessed day. See you guys tomorrow. Deuces.